only thing what is mentioned there inside is about it talks about it is 3 Vedas. It is what do you call that, power of that sun god. Then for example, it also says the water, how the circulation happens, and then 7 the ashwa in horse means that, for example, it's maybe vibjar color, like that. So many explanations about that. And then it is also Rutukarta Prabhakara, means responsible for that Rutus, 6 Rutus, Chaitra, Vaishakha, Vasanta Rutu, Jyeshta, Ashada, Grishma, like that. So, and then he is also Agni, from Agni, Sukteshu Jagati, Parinishtita, like that. It is, the Agni is there when we born inside our body. Same Agni protects us, Vaishwarna Agni. Similarly, when we sleep, still Agni will be there. And when we are awake, that power it gives for us to use either talking in whatever way. And the Vedascha Kratavaschaiva. That means he is responsible for all this Veda. Like that, so many. And finally, Phala is also there. Phala is, I think maybe some people might have written it. But more important is about Varnana of this Aditya. It is a fantastic one. I didn't know that. I came to know only in 2011 about this.
Okay.
I don't know how my guru has understood. He called me and he said, you have to give some talk on this. I said, I don't have any habit of giving, I don't know. He said, you can do it. Then I accepted.
Good, very nice. So we will attend on.
So please, attend and give me feedback.
Yes, definitely. 100%.
I'm actually yet to prepare for fully, but I know the sloka meaning, I know. Yet to prepare the sequence, because in so many Veda, in so many places, this Surya comes, including our Surya Namaskara, what we do. Pushaya Namaha, Jagaya Namaha, and all that Surya Namaskara. So I'm just trying to put some sequence. Maybe you can give also input if you have anything. Start with because it's a Veda school, Nada and Veda. His wife is, I think, a director in Nada school, that means music.
Correct.
This person is retired National High School, I think, head of Sanskrit. He knows 3 Vedas and he has done a lot of research. Since 25 years, he is teaching Veda along with the meaning to public. Chanting Veda is not that important for him because he may not be that professional.
Right.
But Veda and meaning. He simultaneously conducts weekly, some 3-4 classes he conducts. One is on Saraswati Suttam is over. Now Brahma Yajna is going on. And then he's also talking on Rudram related. Like that, I think 4 or 5 parallel. But he's in the US. His son is head of one university cyber security, that's the complete one area. He's having his own lab set up and all that. Very nice family.
Good. So now coming to our thing. So
yes.
So you were able to do some assignment.
Shiva and Shiva, yes.
Shiva. So what's the experience?
It was ringing in my ears throughout, in my mind, and partly in my accent.
Okay. So what's the experience?
Experience amazing. Basically, when things are not going okay, emotions. When everything is going okay is also emotion. So that degree of that emotion has come down drastically. Because it has nothing to do with me. Because I am not that. With that meaning.
Okay. How about you, Padmashri? Anything you were able to do?
Yeah, I had a very intense meeting day yesterday, and every time we were having the discussion, I found that I was not at all, though there was a lot of triggers that were there, I was not getting agitated by anything, or I could easily handle this situation as if it was something which was going on somewhere else. And that was because I was continuously also thinking about this subject, object. what is the subject here, what is the object here, and I kept on repeating that to myself so many times during the meeting that it was a long meeting, meaning it was about 3 to 4 hours meeting. So it was a good experience I had without getting excited with anything.
Good. Very nice. Okay, so if you are able to do like that, we'll ask Lata also, then we'll start. Yeah, Lata.
You don't want to hear from me.
No, I want to hear. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, can you? Yeah, okay. I remembered one instance which happened some years back. Okay, one small one. So even before I think we all met and started discussing. So I was sitting in this Kerpuram railway station waiting for a train to come. So we are going to Trivandrum. That's some years back, I think 2015 or something. And in that, while sitting there waiting for the train to come, it was late or something, I guess. And then we met one family. They are relatives only. They are staying in Bangalore. So we have not met them for a long time. So they came. So I was talking to them. So they came and were standing next to us and they were talking. And there are some other people sitting next to us whom we don't know. So when I was talking, I don't know why suddenly I remembered this yesterday. When I was talking, I felt that I am talking, that I am observing myself talking like a third person. Okay, and I was wondering what this lady is talking. That kind of a thing was there in my mind. And then strangely, there was one person sitting, one lady sitting next to us. It's not, I don't know, somebody sitting. I am somehow reading her mind. And she is making up her mind about what kind of person I am. And then I am thinking in my mind, okay, she's completely wrong in her assessment. And all the while I was talking to these people. All this happening simultaneously. So I was just remembering and I felt strange during that time. Okay, so that's one thing. So not connected to anything, but I just remembered it during this time. Okay, so there is another thing which I wanted to share. So sometime I'm just kind of contemplating on this space and time and so on. So always, but theoretically you know that time is an illusion, space is an illusion, but then you are not able to bring your mind around it because mind is also within that. So I'm just trying to find out what that is. And I also was reading this Yoga Vasishta where there is one story about King Padma. There is one king called Padma and his wife Leela. So, they were very happy and they are ruling the kingdom and living, and then suddenly Leela felt that if King Padma dies, she can't take it. So she will pray to Saraswati and then say that, and then when Saraswati comes, she says that if the king dies, his Atma should not leave that place, that palace. So Saraswati will say, bless her and then go. Then really one day the king will die, and then Leela will feel so bad, and then she will call Saraswati. So she comes and then says, I have asked you that not this king's Atma should not go away from this palace. So then Saraswati, I'm just shortening it. So Saraswati will give this wisdom to Leela, and she will see that that King Padma has reincarnated in some other realm of existence, and there he is already 70 years old. And there is a mirror image of Leela there as his wife. Okay, so that one. And then again Saraswati will take to some other place, a hut, which is the hut of Vasishta and his wife Arundhati. So there, those couple have died. It's only 8 years over, and all these two are the reincarnation of Vasishta and Arundhati. So you see, within, and so it was told that they have not even moved out of that hut of Vasishta and Arundhati. So the kingdom of King Padma and Leela is within that hut, and within that also is the other kingdom of 70-year-old. What is happening, that part. So you see, the space and time is a kind of illusion always. So so then this I have read long back. So many years back I have read this story, and it has been in my mind for long. And then recently when I read this Yoga Vasishta, so it is whatever I had read that time was a very short version, like a story only. But in this it was a little bit more elaborated. And so on. So I was fascinated by it. It's not that I don't claim that I understood everything of whatever is being written over there, but then when I was looking at time, then so I was just thinking, for example, you take anything we want plan to do. For example, we try to postpone getting into our spiritual path to a later date. We say, okay, we can do it later. And say, then you imagine that later date. It could be also your own death. I've also contemplated on the death, the day when you are going to die. So and we always feel it is somewhere far off. And then you feel it is okay if it is far off. But then one time you reach that state. So whether it is this date, today, or some other date, it is, if you consider your mind, whatever feelings you have would be similar, but the life situations would be different, but the feelings whatever you can have in your mind is same, but in different proportions. So what I was thinking is, it doesn't make any sense. All the day are similar. So whether it is today or tomorrow or something, we just in our mind, you just keep it as something far away, but actually it is not. So and then it gave me some kind of a realization that actually it is kind of an illusion or a delusion which is played by the mind. I don't know how to explain it, but that's the feeling I have. Then when you look at it, if you are able to keep your mind calm in your current moment, because that's the only thing you have, and then everything is done. So then you don't have to carry the baggage of the current moment, and then the next moment you leave everything there, because whatever you are at that particular moment with your mind, whatever your mind thinking or thing, you are dead along with that moment. And then a new you with a new mind, and then thing comes to the next moment. So like that. So this is what I was, it is not that something which came to me yesterday, but it has been there for some time. Whereas several topics like this I contemplate. One of it was this. So this is what I want to share with us.
Very nice. Yes, actually it is hard to see that every moment the mind is new.
Yes.
The old mind dies and the new mind comes. So there is no way anybody can claim that he has never seen death, or he is going to die only once. The body and the mind both are dying continuously. So you're just as a witness to both dying and coming up, both dying, coming up. Only when it doesn't come back again, let's say, then the person is pronounced dead because the ayush has gone out. Otherwise, till the ayush remains, the mind and the body keeps on coming back. So with every breakfast, lunch, dinner, and with every idea coming into the thought, there is a new birth and new death. Even if that doesn't come also, there is new birth and new death. Yeah, you're right. So it is so much kshanika, that is momentary, that in that exists the past and the future. There is no separate past and the separate future. Because it existed in the past, it adds up to the next moment called as past and creates an anticipation for the future, when both of them are just illusion. There is no future, there is no past. What exists is what is it now, just this now.
Yeah, correct. So that's if you're really able to, I haven't completely, what do you say, understood that, but I have understood at some level. But if you really understood, then you will become completely free.
Yes,
because there's nothing to bind you from past and nothing to worry about the future.
Yeah, so that is what throwing out the intellect means.
Yeah.
Until the intellect functions, it will create this story of past and the future.
Yeah.
It will start with when I was young, I was doing this, when I was here, I was doing, because all those are the memory packets which are coming. And consciousness can give light to it, and so it becomes live as it was at that point in time. Even to an extent that it creates the body what you were having at that point. And what the mind does is that it feels that image which is dead already. There is no image. Like, I say 1 hour back I went for a bath. The person who went for the bath is very different than the person who came out of the bath. He is not the same person, both in mind and in body. Both are untrue. And the person at that time did not have breakfast. So this new person has had a breakfast, so that person is dead. He is no longer going to come back to life, no matter what he does. Yeah, but you wanted to say something?
Yeah, Vilas, I think your statement is a spiritual point of view, perfectly right. But we have done a lot of study about personality to understand a person. And when we come to this side of the world, where we are spending maximum of our time in this world with transactions. So we always deal with the other person's personality. So how you relate spirituality and personality? I have understood spirituality point of view, but this is what we are doing really.
No, so first thing you need to dissolve is the personality. Nobody has any personality. So the personality development, whatever we call, is a fictitious term which is used. So that is vyavaharika. So you just have to smile at it, saying that there is something called as personality. Actually speaking, there is no personality. It is just coming out from the seed. Whatever the person has, it is coming out. Or like a tree, it keeps on growing. Whatever is there in the seed, it keeps on growing. So it will keep on throwing out things. If you like it also, keeps on throwing out. You don't like it also, it will keep on throwing out. That is what personality is all about. So when we talk about personality, what we are trying to do is to prune the tree. Just like, you go to Lal Bagh, or then they do that flower show. The flowers are not going to grow that way, right? They prune that plant and tree and all that to look like something like Taj Mahal, or something like a space or space craft, or whatever it is. They do it during the, let us say, Republic Day. That is what personality is all about. If you leave that person, he is normal. So what we have done is that we have provided an education system and make him civilized, or him or her civilized, and we have particular courses so that we all speak the same thing and we all pretend the same way. Basically it is all about pretension. So 8 hours we pretend that we are doing something, or we are doing something of that, and I'm using my mind, and I'm creating products and services, and I'm also talking. So then the person is taught about Vinaya, and then he is taught about how to transact, how to speak, and how to raise his voice, not raise his voice, assertiveness versus aggression. All these, everything is taught, which is in the conscious mind. It is not there in the subconscious mind at all. So personality never goes into the subconscious mind. So when the person is put in a spot, he will immediately explode.
But as you mentioned, the personality comes from the seed, right?
Yeah.
So it is Supta Manas only.
Yes. It is in the Supta Manas, but the thing is that you can prune the tree, right? See, after you leave it, the tree will, that plant will again, that flowering plant will grow back however it was, right? So you have to keep on pruning it. Then it looks nice. So same thing with human being also. You have to keep on pruning and pruning. That's what we are doing. Till we die, we are pruning.
Yes.
That's all we are doing. So we meet a particular set of person, then we like him or we don't like him or her. Then we don't like their family or we like their family. Then they borrow whatever characteristics we are having. We borrow whatever characteristics they are having, and we make our friendship. If you become completely spiritual, there is no friend.
Yeah. There is no friend. Yes. There is nothing called friend.
You are a friend of yourself. That's all.
Yeah. I see. My question was all around. We are trying to reach the goal of spirituality from this this world what we live now. So we need to understand this world, and then we have to overcome that limitations of we completely engrossing into that. We are able to overcome, then we are into spiritual. Because again and again, that the moha will be there. We are coming back and doing something similar mistake every day.
No, it is like this, but there are 5 ways of doing it, not one way. So I will tell you all the 5 ways. So first way is be with the family and working life and everything unattached to it. This is what whole of Bhagavad Gita is all about.
Yes.
The first one, which is the best one. So he talks about Brahma Yajna. Okay, so you put everything into the Brahma. You don't own, including personality. Just flow through whatever is flowing through. You have got nothing to do with. So you just look at Sakshi Bhava and you are doing it. This is the best approach. Don't create like spiritual life, materialistic life, this life, that life. You are spiritual being. That's all. Simple. Like
Let go.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, let go. What you are telling.
Yes, just
Don't attach.
Don't attach to anything. No family, no office, no money, no house, nothing. But yet you are in that place. Just like you keep a souvenir.
Here, let go is one thing. What is there in front of you, just don't attach to that. But when it comes to some decision making, then you have to understand, and then you have to respond to that.
No.
It's actually reaction. We use the very nice English word called respond. Respond to that.
No, I'll tell you what. No, but
all of us, we are doing reaction only because we have emotions. But responding is a nice word, and we are trying to respond in a very polished way.
no,
But in this whole process, we are using the mind. The problem is how without using the mind, how to take that kind of situation, how to handle. That is the question.
I'm going to tell you in all that 5. So, first one is even the decision making is a flow. Simple. Decision making, becoming angry, becoming sad, becoming happy, all that is part of the flow. But you are not angry, you are not sad, you are not happy, you are nothing. You are nothing. Basically, it is just like a souvenir kept in a showcase. You are that. That's all. You are just watching everything going by. This is the best way of living. If you can do it. Okay, this is one way. Second way of doing. You create a space between you and the other. Within yourself. So, create a gap between action and reaction. Wait for some time. It will automatically give you way for action rather than reaction. Emotional, no emotional, it's okay. Personality, no personality, okay. Family, no family, okay. Job, no job, okay. Everything is in its own place. Give a space between and space and time between the reaction and action. This is the second way. Third way. You create a time, not space, time for spirituality. At that time, only spirituality. Create another time for materiality, which is only materiality. That is family and relatives and the job and daughters and son and their marriage or whatever, all that, whatever responsibility as a family member you're supposed to have is one part. Whatever thing which you don't have to have is another part. So create that time, no space, time. Second one was space. The third one is time. This will not give you a good result, but it is okay result. Fourth one, take few days off from the job and family or something like that. Go to a tirtha sthala and sit. So you do a tirtha yatra. Go to Badri or Kedar or Kashi or wherever, whichever place of your, or you want to go in the South Canara, you can go wherever, whichever temple, from Mukambika temple to Katil or Udupi or wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
But some temple where you like, or you want to go with Durga Puja or Veda Anusthana and all that is part of that. Few days. So this is what is called sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
So you take 1 month off, let's say. You mean to say out of my 59, 60 years of age, I can't even take 1 month off? No, you can take 1 month off and go.
Yeah.
So you are with yourself, basically, for that 1 month.
Yeah.
This is the another one. The second one, right? First one. Keep on listening to discourse. That's the first one. So first one is keep on listening to discourse. Second one is you go on sabbatical. Third one is create time for both. Fourth one is create space between action and reaction. Fifth one, the best one, is you don't exist. There's no personality. You just go through the flow. Just like
1 minute. I will try to repeat this. I have noted down all these points.
yeah.
And then first one is you said Brahma Yajna, first one, right? Our last one.
No, first one, that is the best one I started. So that is the
Okay. I will go from your order of number 1, 2, 3, 4. First is listening to discourse.
yes.
Discourses number of times, so that your mind will be completely
In
filled
that.
with that.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 2 is take off. That means you are away from this real our day-to-day affairs and also family affairs. Go there and sit alone and be on yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
Okay, don't even listen to, don't read newspaper, don't listen to any of this political news, anything. Just be on your own. But during that time, I have to do something, right? What is that I should in my mind? Is it meditation or can I read books?
No. I'm going to come to that. Now, what all we are going to do in all the 5, I'm going to tell you.
Okay. Create time for spirituality.
Yeah.
And also create time for material. That's one is family, office, and all that.
Yes.
2 times you are creating. And the fourth one is create space between action and reaction.
Yes.
And the fifth one is that is a Brahma Yajna.
Yes. So we'll come to the first
Now you
one.
can explain further.
Yeah. So now the first one. I go myself. I now listen to the discourse. Now here is one tricky thing. You shouldn't jump from one to another. So let us say you were talking about Aditya Hridayam. So for 5 years to 12 years, you should only do Aditya Hridayam. That's all it is.
Yeah, Upasaka of something.
Yes. So maximum 12 years. Minimum 5 years. Continuously. Non-stop. Whichever is that. Now you let us say you want Bhagavad Gita. 12 years Bhagavad Gita Anusthana. This is the thing. Okay, now for that you require to make some time, right? Now I want to do this, so now I want to listen to discourse. So 1 hour discourse from somebody. After that 1 hour, what is going to happen? You are with your own life.
Yes.
So whatever has been done in that 1 hour is erased by the remaining 23 hours. So what you need to do is, for that you need to do the second one. Go to some place and keep on playing that audio or whatever, or reading or whatever, for that 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. Minimum 3 months, maximum 1 year. That means if you take a sabbatical, you are out of your family and all relationship, mobile switched off for 3 months.
3 months.
That's a minimum.
You said 3 months to 1 year, huh?
Maximum 1 year.
Okay.
That means you have not seen the civilization for 1 year.
Yes.
Okay, the
So
second.
during this time, what exactly I am doing?
You are whatever discourses you have learned or you have heard from whoever, you're going to play that for the entire day of your sabbatical leave.
Mananam or replaying. Yeah.
Replaying it. And you're stopping it, rewinding it, you're not understanding something, again listening it, and taking the book, let us say Bhagavad Gita as an example. So you read the shloka, you read the meaning, then you hear to discourse, again stop it, take 5 minutes break, then again start till you understand the shloka
That
completely.
is in mind only. No instrument this time.
No instrument means no, you can take your mobile and play audio, but not phone.
Okay. Again, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now the second one. So the third one is to create time. That is, once you come back from sabbatical, now you make time. Half a day for this or half a day for that, or whatever way. But at that time, because now you have sat for 3 months, your mind will be fixed for 3 months. Sorry, it will be fixed for that time. If you say that I want to do Bhagavad Gita Anusthana, so it will allow you to do for 2 months. 2 hours, let's say. Or let us say you want to reserve your Saturday and Sunday for that. It will allow that to happen, and the nature also will bless you. So at that time, nobody will come to your home.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the third one. So you have created time. Next is it will automatically take you to creation of space. Actually, you are implementing Bhagavad Gita if you are implementing the fourth one, that is create space between action and reaction. Arjuna was reacting, Krishna explained all the actions, that's all. Fifth one, there is no Arjuna, there is no Krishna. That's all. 5 steps.
Okay, from where this teaching? Buddha teaching or?
No, this
Because I haven't heard about this.
no, this
Very good.
This even I have not heard. It came spontaneously now.
Just now.
Just now.
Very nice.
This I will also implement. Even I didn't know that.
But this will work because very practical what you're talking now.
Yeah.
You're allowing us to move from the existing level to the ultimate level.
Yeah.
Panchasutras.
See, actually, from Sunday, I've started something a big project. In fact, I wanted to tell Lata because she keeps on chatting with me. I didn't say. Now I'm going to say what I'm going to do. I've taken a 12-month project. Minimum is 12 months, and this might go to 48 months or 60 months. That is 5 years. Okay. So what this project is all about is I have I wanted to have some translation books I was searching on deeper of the sutta where I can do it myself, but I was thinking that if I get a book, it becomes easy and then I don't have to spend so much time. But unfortunately, I went to that Mahabodhi temple in near that Freedom Park on Saturday, and I found
Where here in Bangalore? Huh?
Bangalore. So
okay.
there I found that those kind of book is not there. Nobody has translated it, is what I felt. If somebody, then there's another person who said that no, it is there, I will give it to you. If he gives it to me, then my effort reduces. But anyway, so then there is something called as Vibhanga. It's a very huge volume and with so much of detailing that a person with a good experience only can understand what is being said there. So I wanted to translate that into Kannada and English and then experience. So if I read one paragraph, then I want to experience it, and that experience I want to document it. This is the project. So the total amount of pages, if I were to count from the Sutta's perspective, will come to thousands of it. Even this is a project for Saturday, Sunday. So I have informed all those people who come to my home to chat. I have told them that I am not available for 12 months. Simple. And neither I am going to go to their home. Only in extreme cases where something has to be done and I have to take my wife, then I will go. Otherwise, I'm not going. So whole of Saturday and Sunday, apart from giving my talks and discourses, that will continue, but I will not be doing anything else. And even if I were to do the family, so home chores like cleaning the room and mopping the floor and all that, and helping my wife, that will be done using this only, so that I don't miss even a moment out of it. Okay. This is what I have taken as a project.
Very nice.
So while I have taken this project, this came just now, that how I should be doing all the 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's also very beneficial for me to do it. So this is the project what I have taken, and if I were to complete all of them, all the books, then it will take 5 years. That is the time it is going to take. Not as a reading. I am not looking at the reading. I am looking at experiencing whatever Buddha has informed there and documenting that experience. It is both. It should be unique. It shouldn't be there on anywhere that is, okay, you get the translations, that is okay. I am not looking at translation. Yeah. I am looking at if this is for me only, so if somebody were to read it also is okay. Otherwise, if I were to go through it, I should be able to get that experience again and again and again, so that the mind doesn't go anywhere. And yet, I should be able to work whatever I am working today at ABB, the teams, however I am working, that should function. However, I am dealing with my wife and son and his college and his education and then his graduation, blah, blah, blah. All that is going to come. That will continue. 5 years down the line, if I were to take it, then he will be in his 27 or 26-year-old. Okay, so he would have finished his internship also. So then he would be searching for job or whatever. So that also should go automatically, meaning, and in the meanwhile, sickness and disease and all of that is going to come. If it comes, how to deal with it. If it doesn't come, okay, no problem. So like that. So this is the project. So this, if I, then I have to tell these people that I won't be available for 5 years or whatever. So that is another thing. So I keep.
So what is going to now plan for the first 1 year?
First 1 year is one book that will take 1 full year,
Okay.
including experiencing it.
It's big book, huh?
Yes, it's very big book, huge. There are 18 chapters, but it goes into so much of details. As an example, I will just tell you. What do you know about Rupa? See, you were speaking about the Arupa level, right? What do you know about Rupa?
You have to explain about Rupa.
That Rupa itself will take me 6 months to master.
So that means you will be writing your experience.
Yes, on Rupa. See, there are 3. One is Kama, one is Rupa, one is Arupa. So we have come down from Arupa level to first Rupa. So we existed in, all of us existed in Rupa realm of existence, like gods. Then we came down to Kama Swarupa. So we stayed as a, what is that? Inferior gods, inferior Deva. So in the Indra Loka, there are many lokas, and inside Indra Loka itself, or Indra being a god. Okay. So in the Indra, like if you take Surya, they have got many existences within Surya. They are inferior gods who serve the Surya. Okay, that is a Rupa realm. Then from there we have come to this inferior god kind, which is Kamaloka, and Indra also is part of Kamaloka. That's the highest of sensual you can get in the Indraprastha. Okay, then beyond that is Brahmaloka domains, which are Arupas. So now from there we have come down to Manushya Loka, which is gross material form, which is Kama, meaning gross Kama. What is the meaning of gross Kama is, unless you touch it, you can't feel anything. See, for you to call your daughter, you have to touch, then only you can feel it. You cannot feel it through your mind. What it means is that you have to see the photograph, or you have to talk to her, or you have to do something, or you have to go there only, or she has to come here, or whatever way. This is a limitation of Kamaloka, present Kamaloka, because it will not allow you to experience anything without really being there. So necessarily every one of us have to stay in close quarters, or should be connected through mobile or phone or email or something. We need to have that, otherwise there is no way you can connect. See, the only proof that your daughters are alive in America is that you know that they are alive. Simple. How?
Correct.
Every day you are chatting, or you are talking, or there is a mobile, and now you know they are sleeping. You are awake here. You are working. They are not working. They are sleeping. So this imagination is kept in the Kamaloka right now.
Correct.
Same thing with me. Now my son is gone to the college. I feel he has gone to the college, and he is now reading or studying or whatever it is. And my wife, she is gone doing whatever she is doing. She's in kitchen or whatever. This is what the Kamaloka is all about. This is imagination. Now when I come out and I see that my wife has not been there, so the first thing I'm going to do is to take the phone and give her a call. Where did you go? And then she says that I informed you that I'm going for buying vegetable. You did not hear to me.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what our Kamaloka is all about. You need that person to be there in some form, in a voice form, or in a touch form, in a taste form, or in a smell form, or something like that. Then even more gross level is what Lata's dog is all about. Bruno, it is even more grosser. It is not subtler like humans. It cannot understand anything. It just believes and behaves whatever the owner says. Otherwise, it starts barking. That's all it knows. Okay, so this is the animal. Then comes the preta, which is even more thicker than this. Okay, so then they have their own lives. Then below the preta level is the hell realm, Narkavasa. So where the person gets even more thicker, more grosser. So if you look at a cow doesn't require such a thick body, but it is having such a thick body because the pain should be felt more. The more the gross, the more it is felt. The lesser the gross, the lesser it is felt. So human pain, cancer, is no comparison with a dog getting cancer. A dog also gets cancer, but the dog cancer is extenuating than the human. Okay, all the diseases what humans get, almost all the diseases you can find in animals also. And they also have to hunt for their own food, and they will be caught by some other animal and all that. So this is what the life is all about. So if you understand Rupa, then you will know where the mind is going to create the Rupa. That detailing is there only in the Buddha teaching, but the overall is there in our philosophy, so it is good. So this is what I am going to do.
So this Buddha's teaching, it is documented by Buddha or his Shishyas?
No, it is by one. There are three people who knew everything, so they have exactly put in the way. Like in the case of Ananda, he had memory. So from his memory, he has vomited all that what Buddha did from day one till he died.
It is through Divya Chakshu only, right?
Yes.
Nothing is wrong in that, right? When they wrote, yeah.
No, nothing. The only thing is after that everything has got changed. So the original book has remained the same, just like in the Vedas, the original book has remained the same, but the interpretation has changed.
Yeah, that's okay.
So the
But people can read that original one.
But the problem is not many people will understand the original because you require something to translate. That depth is not possible unless you yourself is in that state. So then you have to find a guru, and then the problem starts. Okay, so there is no problem with the Veda, but the problem is with the interpretation of the Veda. Like that. So everywhere the same problem exists, the interpretation and the commentary. So every person will write his own commentary. Like Shankara has given his commentary, Madhvacharya has given his commentary, Ramanuja has given his commentary on the same topic. But they will talk in such a different thing that you will get to doubt that whether it is what was said or what was understood.
Yeah, when three people talks about three things about the same thing, it's a varnana about something. Then which one to believe? Because I am the fourth person now.
Yes. So if you read the same Bhagavad Gita or the Mahabharata Tatparya Nirnaya of Shankara, and if you read of Madhvacharya, one is north, another one is south.
Yeah, correct. But for me, how to understand that? Which one is right, which one is wrong?
That is the problem now. Now you require a guru.
Okay, first assumption is nothing is wrong. Then which one will help me to understand?
Correct.
Because
So
original teaching,
yeah. So
where that teaching.
yeah. So now if I am a Shankara follower, I believe in what Shankara said. If I'm Madhva follower, then I believe in what Madhva said. So I don't like Shankara people, and they don't like Madhva people. So keep on fighting, because
Yeah, see, those things are all old now. Now, you see, people like us before, we don't attach to any
No,
of
I'm
this.
not talking
But
about us.
we want to understand what it is.
So now the problem here is the best route is you understand without commentary.
You have to read the original. Bhagavad Gita, read like Bhagavad Gita only.
Yes, you read Bhagavad Gita as Bhagavad Gita. Don't go by the interpretation and English or Kannada or Tamil or Malayalam or whatever it is. Now, if you don't know the Pada Nirukti, which is not simple actually.
Padacheda.
Yeah, Padacheda. You will never understand the internal meaning of it.
Yes.
And for that you require a guru. And when you take a guru, he is going to interpret. And he interprets, again it becomes a problem.
Yeah. He'll be one of the Shishya of these three gurus.
Yes. So again you have problems.
That is the problem.
So what I am doing now, what I have been doing for long also, including Bhagavad Gita or Veda or whatever, is to write on my own. I read somebody's, but that's only for information. Then what I do is, then I disconnect that and start my internal investigation and keep on investigating, and it comes.
Yeah, that is better.
And that is slow, but it is worth it.
Swadhyaya Pravachanyecha.
Yes, so that is what I am doing. So recently I found that I have got to a good level. Now I can take on the very deeper aspect of it. So since that I am doing a series on YouTube teaching people how to practice. So I thought these deeper aspect in a normal language, in a worldly language, if I were to explain, it would be there as a record, and also it will be there as an experience, is what I felt. So I've started doing it.
See, our belief is Krishna has taught this Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna.
Correct.
If I meditate upon Krishna, in my dream he can come and he can teach. Or when I sit and meditate, he can come and download the information.
Yes.
I don't have to go to anybody like Ramana Maharshi.
Yes, it is possible. That is what Savikalpa Samadhi is all about. See, what happens is your consciousness, which is not your consciousness, it's just a consciousness, it will download whatever the mind wants immediately.
Yes.
Just like what I am doing now. So I just sit and start to go internal. Then automatically it is downloaded. Now I only type it out.
Yeah, recalling memory takes effort, and also it is polluted by so many people's teaching.
Yes.
But what is coming inside, it is like Amrita after Samudra Manthana. Automatically it comes. If you learn that technique, that's much easier. You don't have to depend on any external things.
So that is the best thing to do. For which you have to be in the third one. From the first one I said, right? You listen to discourse.
Third one is create time and spirituality.
Yes, you have to do that. Then only this works.
Yeah.
So I have created all Saturdays and Sundays are booked. And that because I'm working with ABB. Otherwise, if
actually, if you follow step number 1, yes. 2 is yes. 3rd is also yes.
Correct.
Yeah, and then fourth, you need a little more practice, I think.
Yeah, fourth one, action and reaction, you will automatically get it if the first three are correctly done.
Correct. This should be like a Sandhya Vandana. Daily basis, you do this. You know, with this approach.
Yes, that's correct.
Agnihotra.
Yeah.
Good, Vilas. We are close to 9:30.
Yeah, so we will end for today and start our thing tomorrow. Lata, anything you want to add? Or Padmashri?
No, I don't have anything to add.
Okay.
From me, neither. I don't know.
Okay, so then we'll meet tomorrow.
So,
Okay,
thank you,
good.
Vilas. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
ಸಕ್ಕದ ಬಂತು